Hey guys, it's Di from Bags4Bubbles, and today I have a wear and tear video for you. So if you remember, I did a series of these a couple years ago on most of the handbags in my collection, and at that time I kind of noted the different issues that were regular wear and tear, if there was anything out of the ordinary, and for the most part it was all ordinary wear and tear. I did have a couple quality issues with Louis Vuitton bags, and I've heard about, different quality things here and there in the forums and online and all that sort of thing. So I think that's kind of generally overall why I kind of lessened my interest in LV items. Still love the accessories, but it just seems like the bags were having a lot of quality issues for a while. But today is not about an LV bag. Today is actually about a Balenciaga bag, and I am happy, not happy I guess, but I can finally report that I've had an abnormal wear and tear issue with a Balenciaga bag for about the first time in 10 years. So I've used Balenciaga bags. If you know my channel, then you know that these are kind of like a mainstay. They're always going on in the background and kind of like my go-to like favorite bags. This is a 2008 bag, so this bag itself is about 8 years old. I'm the second owner and I got it fairly early on, so I've had it for the majority of the time. And it's like what I would consider like a staple bag. So I rotate it in and out really often. When I do use it, I'll use it for weeks at a time. So you can see that it shows like a lot of normal wear and tear, where the leather has gotten slouchy and smushy and that kind of that almost desired broken in look. The handles have worn down, they've smoothed quite a bit and started to kind of get like soft feeling that the handles on Balenciaga bags get. It started fraying around the edges here. That's something that just happens on the bags as they get older. And of course the tassels in some areas have split. I think at least one set of them has. And that's just something, wow, I can't find a set that's split. At least, I think this set, at least one of them has. There it is. So the tassels have split in part, and that's, all stuff that just generally happens sometimes with Balenciaga bags. But I finally today had my first issue with the Balenciaga bag that is not in what I would consider the normal realm of accepted wear and tear just from daily use or regular use. And I think it's pretty good considering how long I've used Balenciaga bags and the fact that this bag is 8 years old. But you can see here on the side that this is hanging down. That's not supposed to be like that. And it's just the stitching has come loose. I don't feel like I have this like super overloaded. I'll do a what's in my bag changing into my bag I'm going to change into after this. But I just have like my wallet, my card case, makeup bag. There's some like little hand wipes in there because I have kids, my keys, I've got a little thin scarf, it's not really super heavy, and then also a checkbook, but that's really about it, so no books or anything, but it's got a little bit of weight to it. And I've been wearing it on my shoulder a lot, so this is what it looks like when it's up on your shoulder, and you can see this is the side that's still attached with the stitching and everything over here. And just from wearing it on my shoulder and finally with age, it broke down to the point where the stitching started pulling off of the leather, and so it's just being held by like this bottom part. But actually I realized it when we were out, and it's holding up really well for just being held by the stitching here, and then this rivet is doing its job. This rivet is keeping it on there. But of course I'm not going to keep using it in its condition because that will eventually just pull the rivet off, and then once this rivet pops off there would be a hole there. So what my plan is because this is always one of those bags that I really like this bag and enjoy this bag still. It's one of those bags I'd never planned on selling. It's just kind of like one of those go-to comfy bags I have in my collection. I would probably look for a leather shop here local around us and try to just have them stitch this up and repair this so that way it's usable again and I can keep on using it, because obviously I really love like the slouchy leather, especially really like the back of this bag for whatever reason. So overall, the whole bag is still in really good condition, no holes in the leather or any stitching coming apart anywhere else. But it was really kind of weird because when I looked over, I'd set it down, and when I looked over I was like, oh, it's broken, and your first instinct should be like negative, like, oh, my bag's broken, but I was like, wow, I finally had a Balenciaga bag break. So I wanted to share that with you guys because hopefully if you've owned Balenciagas, you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of almost like, wow, I finally did it. Because these are really super durable bags. For everything, with the leather being a more delicate leather, this is the Chevra, and with everything with the leather being thinner and being more delicate, they really are hardy bags that had really great construction. So really sturdy stitching. You know, I mean, this bag is, you know, marching its way to almost 10 years old, and you can see like the zipper's still in great condition. I'm literally holding it by the zipper tab right now, and you know, it's just great. All the stitching's perfect. So I finally wore it down. I finally had something go wrong with the Balenciaga bag, and this has popped right off. But the nice thing is this rivet right here, this little circle, is doing its job, and it's keeping this connected, and so that I can just go get it stitched up and we'll get this bag as good as new. So this is definitely one of those bags that I never had plans to sell, and obviously now that I'll get this fixed, I won't be selling it. But it's just kind of a great staple bag, and so I just thought it was really interesting and I wanted to share. So has anything ever happened with your Balenciaga bags? How long did it take for yours to finally have a normal wear and tear beyond what's generally accepted? I mean, of course, these have the corner wear. That's stuff that happens to every Balenciaga bag. And just kind of, I think, a bit of its character with Balenciaga. It's a really interesting brand because the more worn in, the better in some cases, with as far as like breaking in the leather and having it be real smushy and soft like this. So I thought it was an interesting kind of case, and the first time I've had it ever happen, and I'm not really upset about it because, like I said, this is a 2008 bag. This bag has been around. So it's seen some stuff, and so for it to have 8 years of really great service and for me to finally have to take it in to get fixed for something, no qualms about that whatsoever. So that is my Balenciaga story. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna do a what's in my bag video, or just moving into the next bag that I'm gonna use after this one, since I'm gonna have to do something with getting this one fixed. So I will film that as well. And I've also been moving on the fashion file stuff. I just sent them some more stuff. It is so freeing. Like, guys, I feel free. Like, with every single box that I send off, I'm just like, hooray! And it's really nice, like, being able to condense my collection down. I'm even thinking, like, get a different cabinet, and I'm maybe redoing our closet upstairs and trying to move my bags back up there. And we're gonna reconfigure this room a little bit. So, just some exciting things in the works, but, yeah, I'll fill you in on the fashion file stuff coming up as well. So let me know if you have any questions down below, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.